Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Dear students, now let us recall first of all what were the important steps in determining the successful supply chain relationships or channel relationships. So if you can recall, we have discussed about the 5 steps. I would just recap those steps right now. It was step 1 was to perform strategic assessment. That is, the long-term relationship was actually evaluated, and it was actually seen that whether the potential channel members would be going for the long-term relationship and what kind of benefit the channel could have through those members. Then step 2 was to is the actual decision where the relationship was actually formed. And the step 3 was to evaluate those alternatives which could be there for that channel membership. So let's say whether I should go for some independent retailer, or whether the company should have their own retailers, or whether we should have this multi-channel kind of a structure in which company-owned retailers would be also present and some franchises or independent retailers would be also present. Then the step 4 was to select those partners. Partners, when you say partners, so that was more than the contractual arrangements. That was the collaborative kind of a scenario. So when you say collaboration, that means you would have some supply chain partners. Let's say we have discussed the case of Dell. In that case, Dell would actually create a VMI, vendor managed inventory, with some of the suppliers, which was actually more than the contractual arrangement between Dell and those suppliers. So step 5 was actually to go for the structure operating model. We have discussed the steps in that and how would you actually operate for the successful channel relationship. So let us discuss it from the perspective of collaboration. So we could have 2 types of collaborations. It could be a vertical collaboration, which refers to the relationship between buyer and supplier in the supply chain. So when you say a vertical collaboration, that means the upstream player would have some relationship with the downstream player. Whereas horizontal collaboration, if you can recall, it actually refers to the buyer-buyer or seller-seller relationship. So it was some collaboration which was at the same level, that is between, as such, like between manufacturer and manufacturer, or at the supplier-supplier level. So full collaboration, how can we actually define it? It would be the dynamic combination of both vertical and horizontal collaboration. Yes. So supply chain collaborations would be created in order to have more supply chain integration. And when you say you have integration, the best or the first thing you need to do would be to have integrated logistics. So integrated logistics would actually call for the collaboration stuff, which would be vertical as well as horizontal. Now let us see this figure where you can actually visualize what would be the vertical collaboration. If you could see, there is a relationship in A. Vertical collaboration example is being given. Supplier would have a vertical collaboration with the manufacturer and distributor and retailer. If you can identify, it is with a 2-headed arrow. So that means the collaboration would not only be the flow, it would be some information sharing between and among the players as well. So if you see B, here you can see the horizontal collaboration where supplier 1 has collaborated with supplier 2. That means he would be sharing the real-time information with supplier 2 as well about supplies or the raw material. And then manufacturer 1 has collaboration with manufacturer 2. This could be a case of like outsourcing, which is strategic in nature. So when you have strategic outsourcing, that means you need long-term outsourcing kind of a solution for your organization. बहुत सारे orders ऐसे हैं जो कि आपको outsource करने पड़ते हैं. तो वहाँ पर आप ऐसे manufacturers को भी अपने साथ horizontally integrate कर सकते हैं जो for the long term आपके लिए beneficial हों. इसी तरह distributor 1 and distributor 2, or same is the case with retailer 1 and retailer 2. And if you see the figure C, that will actually show you the full collaboration scenario. You can see suppliers are integrated, manufacturers are actually collaborated, distributors are collaborated, and as such they have vertical as well as horizontal collaboration with them as well. So what is the purpose of this collaboration, whether it is vertical, whether it is horizontal, or whether it is full collaboration? It actually is required for creating a value in a supply chain. It is required for overall logistical competency, overall decreasing the logistics cost, as well as increasing the response to the customers. Thank you.